And this is the moment that you guys have been waiting for. This is going to be the grand finals of ASEC C Championship here. Of course, C Regional Championship. Now, we do have Kimi Tomodachi versus Team No, Not Now, going against each other in this best of 5 this time around. So this is going to be pretty intense because the past few games that we had, all of the best of 3s were being pushed over onto 3 total games. So in the best of 5, will we see a full set of 5 this time around with Vampira as well as Meishiro being banned out? This is going to be a really different form of a composition coming both sides of this team. And of course, Satori alongside with Awadon is being banned off from the side of Not Now. So Not Now immediately picking up that support over onto Ichimoku. Now that they do see that Hanya is being left on the table, Britannia may be able to make good use of this pick itself. Immediately locking in Hanya, now that they will be able to find another pick over onto this Hakuro. Hakuro is a really safe option coming in as a second pick, but oh, looks like they never thought about getting that over here. And now, looks like they do have a couple of options. Inugami is also left on the table. This is the only team that have brought Inugami into play. So what can Kimi Tomodachi do about this lineup? Because this looks pretty intimidating coming from just the 3 bands. I mean, the 3 picks itself. This is already showing a lot of potential. But of course, Kusa is a really wise pick, coming in from all these damage that can potentially come out of Nightmare as well as Anchor. So with Tengu over the mid lane as well, we'll be able to sustain over Susabi. So Susabi may be able to put enough pressure as well. So this whole lineup from the side of Not Now has already been determined with that last pick coming in. And that's going to be the marksman there coming from the side, and it's going to be Yuko. Yuko has been performing pretty well in a couple of games, and I'm not expecting anything less out of this team so far. And then they have their early games set according to their own plan and just goes in really, really aggressive. So versus a team like Kimi Tomodachi knows how to outwit their enemies. So could this be an Eden win, or could this be a KT win for Game 1? I want you guys to, of course, vote for your favorite teams here, and of course, cheer for them all the way and see who will be the champion of Asian Server Elite Challenge. Southeast Asian representative here, coming from, of course, some of the best talents across Southeast Asia. Now, KT versus Not Now. Who will take the cake for Game 1? Let's find out. As Game 1 approaches, you can see that some of these members have already made their way. Inugami will be the one taking some due, so he will be jungling. So, speaking of Inugami, Inugami is a really good pick in the jungle due to the fact that he has a lot of attack speed in his kit as well as true damage. With, of course, the passive Loyal Heart, he will be able to dice down this rather quickly. Look at the speed, look at the damage, and he almost takes hardly any damage at all. So this is going pretty efficiently. As you can see, Yasha is still needing a little bit more assistance coming in from the Kusa. This is a strategy that funnels Yasha into getting all of these kills in the jungle camps really quickly, and they might just get a dive over here. Oh, as Akira, just getting a beautiful setup over onto Ufui. Ufui force the flash out of this fight itself. Nightmare as well, as both of them will be skillless for the time being. This is looking really good for the side of KT in this first few seconds of the game. And now, just 1 minute into the game, there's still no kill as of yet. Speaking of a kill, looks like Utengu gets a shutdown over on that Dogo, and Inugami was loitering around too much over on the mid lane, and that's gonna be his demise right there. First blood over onto the carry. That's really huge news coming from the side of KT. KT now will be able to put a lot of pressure. You can see that Britannia does not need any help at all. Every single game she'll be able to shove in all these waves, and there's nothing much you can do about it. She's been in through this matchup before, and most of the time that she fights a Ryoman, she always wins. So this is the reason why they did not ban over on the end. Over on bot lane though, there is Yasha setting up a gank. Might just get the catch over onto TC. TC though alongside with DC. I wish they call it AC though, so that it kind of rhymed with the famous rock band, but Restific playing really patiently. Oh, Dole's gonna run into his grave here. Oh, nice immobilization there with a stun coming in from the Kusa. Now, back into the jungle there. Yasha getting hunted down by Inugami. 4 members diving over in the bot lane here. There is enough wave here, but Track will he be able to survive this one though? I do believe that the Kusa should be able to heal up as of now, but with enough members they can take her down. Knockup comes in really nice and smooth as Sasabi secures the first kill for the side of Not Now. Not Now. They sort of would have gotten that bottom turret if they could actually funnel a little bit more effort in it, but looks like they do have 3 members there. Oh, TC Dole overextending, and this does not look good at all. A kill going over on the side of Hakuro, and now Britannia will be able to chop down that Inugami there, as well as TC Dole having to back all the way. It does not look good at all. You can see that in the chat itself. There's just 3 dots being sent out. So that was a huge blunder coming from the side of NN. DC though, oh, gets knocked up in the air, but won't be able to proceed much further there from the side of Asia Akira. So Otengu here with that really nice tornado, and you can see that Restific has already initiated over onto the Kraken. Will this be a Kraken being contested from the side of Not Now? You can see that the bot laners do see that they've attempted it, but no opportunities whatsoever to secure it from the side of Not Now. So KT will have all these available buffs over on their hand. Now that they do have bottom lane pushing in, I think that this is quite difficult to be played out, and it's hard to say who will be the champions of this whole game. So Kimi Tomodachi once again still have the Kraken buff there with the damage amplification as well as penetration. Let's move into the bottom lane once more. All these members are just converging, and this is gonna be a 3v4 without them knowing. And oh, looks like Track knows this, and he will go in for the face check. TC though gets knocked up in the air by Utengu. Utengu unleashing his ultimate hurricane as they get a kill over on the Hakuro. Hakuro just getting all that he can, and he is already setting up a killing spree for himself. Looking into the bottom lane here, the Kraken being used up in vain actually, as Inugami tries to push over a mid lane. They did push it down to 20% health though, but now they will go hit to hit. It's 2 versus 1, but is this supposed to be the fight that he should take, as Ufui comes late into the party, flashes right in, and now has to run for his life, almost dropping down that Utengu there over on the mid lane. Smart moves there, but not quite quick enough, as top lane, you can see that there's a whole lot of pressure with the shift being burned out there from inside of Ryoman just to keep that turret alive. And now, looking at that kill over on the top lane as well as all that gold, I think that Ryoman is just
Fall back.
And apologies there seems to be a little bit of technical complications, but we are back into the game with more audio. And looks like there's a shutdown coming in from the mid lane as well. So not now picking up the kill, but right now it seems like there's a beautiful rotation coming from the side of not now, with a beautiful knock-up over onto both Track as well as Kimi Hime, and will immediately eliminate two members from the side of bottom lane. Pacific tried to get the catcher as they go in for a flank over onto DC though. DC though managed to run away as he fights Ufui here. Breaks out of that fight as Pacific still left alive. How could he do this as Ufui getting juked left, right, and center? Eventually fall into the hands of Ufui. That could be a sweet escape, but that is going to be the demise of Ufui as well. Looking at this trade, this is just intense. So just looking for all of these fights here, this is not favoring, not now for all these moments here, but of course Kimi Tomodachi knows how to counter engage every single time. So coming into the bottom lane, they did manage to break the turret faster than Not Now could. So I do believe that they could put a little bit more effort into securing some of these big objectives here, because Not Now is losing out on another Kraken buff, and this is given over on the side of KT once again. A beautiful stun coming about on the side of Asakura, as Asakura here still will be pretty low to actually get a flank over onto Ufui. Ufui might be camped out there, so Kimi Tomodachi will be waiting for a beautiful setup. Oh, this might just be it. Oh, and looks like Hanya picks up the kill with really good follow-up coming in from all of these members here. Kraken being spawned out as Nightmare goes in for a flank from the side, but the rest of Kimi Tomodachi is ready for this. Nobody is falling as of yet, as Hanya picks up the mid lane turret. Now Asakura almost falling in that fight itself, and you can see how well they juggled this out. V Britannia, 5 kills, no deaths at all whatsoever, and she is leading the charge. Now, two members are getting a flank over onto Britannia as she jumps into the Orochi pit. Oh, this is a really bad place to be right now, as the Orochi slams everybody up in the air, and now Not Now is still somewhat loitering around the Orochi pit, and that is the biggest mistake of their game here, as Ufui alongside with DC though, all of them getting wiped out there with only Inugami left over on the base. This is a big comeback coming in from the side of Kimi Tomodachi, and now destroying the mid wave as well. And they might be able to get this Highland Tower over the mid lane, and Restific's got to be pretty careful about this battle against Nightmare. Britannia will be shifting over on the mid side here on that minion, and they turn it around against Nightmare with the kill over on to the hands of Hakuro. And it is just not over yet. They are just charging into this battlefield here, getting all of this leads, and they are not pressing the brakes at all. Looking at how things are going, they can even seal the Orochi as well as the bottom lane. Getting all of this stuff pushed out will be really ideal, as some of these members will have to deal with V Britannia every single time they go in for a fight. This is the biggest worry. How do you take down the Vampira? Vampira just is way too tanky for any of them to actually deal with. So some of these skirmishers from the side of Kimi Tomodachi also knows how to set things up pretty nicely, and that's one coming in from V Britannia once more. Stun comes out from Ancor, but Ancor should not commit to that fight. Not enough members are over in the mid lane here, as they all disperse across the jungle. Over on the top lane itself, Yasha just securing a little bit of split push being done there, but looks like Inugami wants to pick up a fight. But over in mid lane though, they will try to get their hands over onto Anchor as well as Ufui. Meanwhile, over on the top lane, they do have a chase over onto Ristic. But then again, there is all 4 members. What are they about to do? Oh, looks like this is going to be a trade of turrets here. Over on the bottom lane here, there is Yoko still trying his best to secure some of this stuff. They can try the Orochi instead, but there is Inugami. He does have Subdue, so you don't want to do anything risky. They will try to shut him down. Look at the damage coming in, but that won't mean anything at all. Nightmare getting shut down once again. 18 kills to 8, and this looks pretty bright for the side of Kimi Tomodachi for game 1. Perhaps they might just want to consider getting this game given away to the side of KT and just focus on to game 2. But if you can just fight it out to the best of your might, of course that will be the best option. So Orochi getting sealed there from the side of KT. Now this is no surprise now that KT does have the demon marching in from all of these lanes. They can, however, just slowly starve out the jungle, starve out all these resources from the side of Not Now, and just get into the Kraken. This is a double sledgehammer over on the side of Not Now, just slamming through their face and say, hey, you guys can't get anything at all from us. Even mid lane is still standing with about 10% HP though, so perhaps if they can play it safe, they can somewhat turn this one around. Looking at the goal scores, it's not too far away. That's just 3,000 goal lead going over on the side of Kimi Tomodachi for the time being, but they need to pick their fights well. They cannot fight Britannia as of yet. As much as they're level 17 and 16, this is not the fight that they want. Oh, stun comes right out over onto Britannia, as well as Vampira getting herself zoned away. So some of these members are still focusing over the bot lane, with the Kraken still swimming his way over onto the bot lane turret, distracting some of these members from the side of and then needs to focus over the mid lane, as well as some parts of the jungle is being occupied by Kimi Tomodachi, getting that buff over on the heads of Britannia. Or will it be handed over onto Kimihime? Oh, looks like Kimihime will get that one instead. So this is gonna be pretty efficient. Oh, my apologies, it's actually Britannia. Oh, beautiful knockup coming in as the stun comes right out with TC though, dropping really low, but he will not falter just yet. Coming into Anchor, there is the bot lane high ground tower being destroyed, and now a beautiful ult coming in. Ufui just turns golden, but none of these members from the side fell. Now all turrets are almost being done for there. Only one more left standing from the side of Not Now. What can they do? This is a monstrous wave coming in. They're trying their best. They send every single abilities over, but they cannot get it to work. Anchor dropping super low. They will be able to protect this one down. And just look at it. Britannia going all the way back as they will take him down. Susabi will get that kill over onto him, as well as Inugami falling in that battle itself. Looks like Yasha gets one more member from the side of Not Now to be slayed out there, but Kimihime immediately gets knocked out there as Utengu goes on a killing spree. Double kill over onto that Utengu there. They're still looking to end the game, but I don't think that that's enough though. Ufui runs away, gets knocked up, but there's not enough minutes, but there is enough damage. Can he come in and save his team from falling apart? Ufui won't be able to hold on any much longer as KT takes game 1 in this best of 5.